Hey everybody, my name's Dan Ryder. I'm an English teacher at Mount Blue High School in Farmington, Maine, and this is how we do REMIX culture in Flight 307. We start with analysis. We use design tools such as Rosebud Thorn, Notice Wish Wonder, and Scout, a really cool literary analysis tool designed by David Terrio. And then we go digging in and we start chopping up our poems, and we slice them and dice them. We print them off in larger fonts and smaller fonts. And we start moving and manipulating the ideas around from the original intention. Then from there we create literary 3x3s, three-word sentences that capture the essence of whatever text we're looking at. Often that's a poem, but sometimes it's a short story, sometimes it's a whole novel. And then we start moving those ideas around and seeing what kind of ideas emerge. Then we'll take all of those 3x3s and start throwing them together and looking at what ideas we see when we combine and manipulate and move ideas around. Sometimes we'll affinity map our collection of 3x3s and see what trends emerge across and see if those unlock other ideas about the work that we're dealing with. From there, we'll often create full-on remixes using blackout poetry, using more cut-up poetry, and starting to imagine what would happen if the original author created something new, the original creator created something new. And we give it clever names, we give it cool ideas, and we get cool stuff sometimes like the death knell of J. Alfred Prufrock. Sometimes we'll create mental maps out of our literary 3x3s. And sometimes our literary 3x3s inspire crazy, interesting projects like this take on a Rubik's Cube that got us thinking about what if there was a puzzle version of a literary 3x3, and what if that puzzle took the form of Jenga? And what if those Jenga blocks were kind of large, like the size of 2x4s, put together? And what if we then took a whole collection of poetry, broke it down into a series of 3x3s, and put them onto those blocks, and so we could start exploring remixing those, and what kind of ideas you get when you look at a remix in a three-dimensional way and as a form of play. That is remix culture in Flight 307. To see more about how we do here in Flight 307, check me out on Twitter at WickedDecent, on Instagram at WickedDecent, and at the websites listed below.